might benefit the future of Spira, I will gladly give my life. It is the highest honor for which a guardian might ask.
You're a guardian?
Choose my life, Lady Jokun, and rid Spira of sin.
What was that?
Ghosts.
Our predecessors.
She said Lady Jokun, didn't she? Wait, she guarded High Summoner Jokun?
Cameron, what are you doing?
This dome is filled with fireflies. It's like one gigantic sphere. People's thoughts remain here forever.
And now they did. Yep. Considering they don't have a statue of them. You really like Orin's English voice actor? I like everything about Orin in this game. You like the Japanese voices better, but Orin was really good. You know, I don't think I've actually played this too much with the Japanese voice actors turned on. But I can see how they'd be better. Haymaker? No! Bad. Actually, let's switch out for Riku and she'll heal. You don't know if it was ever localized to the USA? I think the international version has it. Like, at least I remember it being like something you could download as like an extra thing for like the international like the HD remaster when it came out. You don't remember the robot guy at all? He was a boss in the Calm Lands, and now he's just a regular enemy. Just remember Zunarkin being like a big circle you get to go around and then battle Unaleska. Yeah, I was just actually talking about that. It was like, it's weird because I just noticed the fact that it's essentially... This is the Blitzball arena from the start of the game. And the big circles you're walking on to like go and explore stuff are actually the big rings that create the water sphere that they played Blitzball in. Oh, there goes Riku. The more you know. Yeah. I think I've got some Phoenix down still. Yeah. Oh. Kamari, I guess C can. How long have I been streaming? About, I want to say like 4 years now? Yeah, I started up with, essentially I started streaming when I started playing through Final Fantasy 1 on stream. And then kind of just worked my way from there. And more or less I just do Final Fantasy, and then on Sundays usually I do other games, but this is a race with another streamer, so came back to Twitch as a viewer like 3 years ago, picked up all the Final Fantasy fans. Final Fantasy is such a good series. I love this series. Do I ever play Final Fantasy 14? I absolutely play Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, I don't really stream it that much. Sometimes I do it whenever like the new story content drops, but overall, I usually just play it in my off time as fun for fun. Aha, I survived. Jeez, he still has 11,000 health left. Oh, there goes Yuna. Bring her back up. You forgot this being this hard. You actually never leveled or ground enough in this game as a kid, so when you got to Yunalesca, you just died over and over again. Yunalesca is like the most complicated fight in the game, like outside of optional stuff. So this one's more difficult than previous Final Fantasies. A little bit, because a lot of it requires a lot more, like, strategic thinking with the combat system in this one. Like, since you can see the turn order and everything, you have to kind of plan accordingly and know exactly what counters what, and yeah, of course, you know, needing the right type of items. The big one, of course, being using using the right mixes can pretty much nullify difficulty in this game.
Enough.
There. You finally wheedled that guy down. Oh, he gave us level 2 key spheres, though. Of course, now we're at the point we need level 3 key spheres, so we'll just backtrack Orin a bunch. Seven or 9, you just simply overpower your enemies and you're good. Especially if 7, you just want to take as much damage as possible. Yeah, I mean, there's an element of that to this where it's since there's no levels, it's a little bit harder to like quantify. But absolutely, like if you're stacking up your stats here high enough, you can pretty much get through most fights pretty easily. Like once you get, you know, 20, 30 points of strength or magic above where the other enemies are, or the enemy's defense is at, you're pretty much good. It's just looking at different numbers instead of just pure straight levels. is in here? Nab Gill. I don't really need Nab Gill, but Flare's up there, which I don't know why Flare is all the way up here of all places, but going this way is not going to do you any good because that just runs you into level 3 locks. I don't have any level 3 locks or level 3 keys. What's here? Copycat. At this point, strength, magic, and HP, honestly, are the things I need the most, because, man, do we not have enough HP to... No, you still can't do anything, Waka. You're at the dead end. Okay, you guys are a little less annoying. A little. Okay, none of you like fire or water. I can work with this. Ancient robots. Yeah, well, I mean, we're dealing with, like, the fallout of the Machina War. Lightning would be best for robots. You know, it's really weird because it's some of the time it is, but some of the time it's not. But apparently, from what I can tell, it's like Al Bhed robots, lightning. But Bevel Machina, water and fire. I don't know why. I don't know why fire. Water, I guess, makes sense, but... Did they mention a Machina War? Yeah. There's essentially, like 1,000 something plus years ago, there was a massive war between Bevel and Zanarkand. And, Zanarkand used magic and Bevel used Machina. And Zanarkand pretty much got wiped out because of it. 99% of the lore went over your head as a kid. That's perfectly understandable. To be fair, most of the lore I've had to do a lot of extensive extra digging in books and wikis and all sorts of stuff to find. Well, someone's dead. Oh no, Hitorin, we're good.
Farewell.
I am so glad I gave him counter as an ability. You know, speaking of which, we really don't need... Poison Touch isn't going to do anything. Zombies! Are they just all gonna shoot him? Just throw out a reflex. Wait, no, not him. Can you steal from the zombie? Candles of life. Interesting. I don't know what that does. Does the universal zombie solution work? Worked pretty good. Treasure chest. 10,000 gil. There hasn't been a shop in like 3 areas. Oh. He's back. Yeah, he ain't weak against nothing. You know what might work on him? Demi. Demi? Demi. Ugh. Raise the Kamari, as is traditional. Let's see. Skill. Armor break. Yeah, I was figuring that was about to happen. Oh, not cure. Life. Life. I give you life. Also, I heal you. And what does Demi do now? Oh! Must be quite low. Rise from your grave. Okay, that went way better this time. Another one? Yeah, she's not even going to survive a normal hit from this stuff. Oh, let's try and do this in a magical way that means I don't end up getting a game over all of a sudden. Because game over means we go back to the front door. Another big robot guy. I have run into like this is my I just got like 2 in a row on this guy. Last punch? Oh.
Farewell.
I mean, on one hand, I'm not complaining because he gives like 6,000 AP every single time. Wait, it just gave me a level 3 key sphere. Yes! Waka, you're out of jail, buddy. Wait, yeah, there. Congratulations, Waka. You can continue to level up. Orin, on the other hand, is going to continue to backtrack. You know, we're just trying to get her to, like, Kiraga. Save sphere! No! And of course, it's you, Frank. I should have known. Yes, I see the problem here. Unless, is Riku? No, Riku does not have enough. Kamari, do you know Flea? Yes. Now, if we die, we won't go back to the door. I did it. Thank God for that one. Yeah, I have learned very quickly this playthrough how valuable the Flea skill is. Yeah, you want to see how much I've done? Like, I have barely touched the sphere grid. Yeah, and this is technically this is the expert version of the sphere grid. There are two versions. There's the basic one, which keeps everybody in kind of like pre-assigned areas until you reach the end, and then you have to break into other people's areas. And this one, which gives you a lot more room to explore. So like generally for most people, most of the characters start out here in this little middle section here, which has one key sphere right here that you can break into, like getting use and steal. So pretty much everyone can get use and steal really easy. Oh, hey dudes. Did you just zombie Kamari? Just remember it being slow. It can be. It can feel very slow at times. This battle's way easier than the large robots. Yeah, those are just... It seems like almost every area has like one enemy that's just an incredible pain in the butt to fight. Like in the last one, it was the behemoths. And then this one has the Defender Z's. And then everything else is fairly manageable. It's about strategy for the big guys. Yeah, it's about knowing your abilities, knowing what you can use on them to make it easier for yourself. Like Auron has an ability that halves their defense, and it makes it a lot easier for your like regular fighters to get into it, or using Demi to take out huge chunks of their HP because, you know, it deals percentage of health damage, not fixed or based off of magic stats. And we gotta raise the Kamari, because it's always Kamari that dies. Kamari always is the one who dies. Hey, Ghost Man.
No! Mother, no! I don't like Then, will the people accept you?
I don't care about them! I need you, Mother! No one else!
Oh, it's baby Bullwinkle.
Have much time left.
Wait, wasn't that...
Seymour?
Yes, that was Seymour, but can I still reiterate my question about what is up with the camera in this area? Seems every cutscene the camera's flying around like a drunk weasel. So yeah, if we switch into Orin here and we start the fight out with, say, armor break. Then Waka can do fairly normal damage on him. And sadly, that is normal damage for Tidus. And then we use Demi, which takes out a huge chunk. And of course, a big thing when it comes to like making sure everyone levels up is everyone has to at least participate in the fight. This robot's an asshole. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, he kind of is. Oh, good. Blast punch.
Take that!
A friend sphere! Aw, we can be friends. Not with you, though. Actually, do I have... Yes, I do. I do have Demi Fury. I don't know what this is going to do. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That haymaker's brutal. It's not a great heal, but... See, Blast Punch is nice because it just essentially halves your health. Special Steel. mug. I have, like, no special abilities? Okay. Well, then we get Yuna out here to heal people. Currently, no one's going to survive another hit from this guy.
Enough.
Oh, good. There wasn't going to be another hit anyway.
That's how it's done.
Talking a little close to the mic there, Orin. At least I get all the XP from these tough battles. That is true. That is the nice thing about it, is I'm able to get a good amount of XP from these guys. Shouldn't have done that. Ooh, shouldn't have done that. Oh, ow. Wait, no, skill. Not... There we go. I'm just realizing that a fight with those soldier dudes gets me 4,800 AP, and the giant robot gives me 6,000. So fighting the 3 soldier dudes like that gives me 2/3 as much ability points as fighting the giant robot that takes like 3 times as long.
Hey, Braska. You don't have to do this.
Thank you for your concern.
Fine, I said my piece.
Well, I haven't.
So run from the robot? That might be the better plan right now.
I don't want to see you die.
You knew this was to happen, my friend.
Yes, but I cannot accept it.
Why?
Oren, I am honored that you care for me so. But I have come to kill grief itself. I will defeat sin and lift the veil of sorrow covering Spira. Please understand, Oren.
I like how Jack's entire argument is Braska, no. And Braska's like, Braska, yes. All right, I said my piece. Braska died, and all he did was useless act. Well, Sin went away for a while, right? Then came back. Yeah, I mean, he went away for about 10 years, which is a pretty good-sized calm. No, bad robot. No robot cookie. So now it's Yuna's turn to get eaten by the giant water monster. It's called the Circle of Life. We eat the grass, and then Sin eats us, and then the final Aeon eats Sin. She's so young, though. I mean, in fairness, the majority of people on this planet are young. No one lives long enough to grow old in this world. Man, I miss in Final Fantasy X-2 when this place is full of monkeys. We don't mention that dystopic little detail, but it's crucial to understanding the context of the whole thing.
Are the trials ahead?
Probably.
Here, too.
Did Braska just use the save sphere?
I was expecting, parades and fireworks.
You can ask for them after I defeat Sin.
People don't live past 30 in this world. It's probably because of just disease or something, yet they're afraid of water monster. No, they usually don't survive because of the big water monster.